It started as a simple coupe, a modest beginning for a car that would one day become a legend. This is the story of the Toyota Supra, a journey through time, power, and design. Our story begins in 1978 with the Celica Supra, the A40, born from Toyota's popular Celica liftback. This was a car with grander ambitions. It was longer, wider, and under its hood lay the heart of what would define the Supra for decades, a smooth, sophisticated inline-six engine. While its siblings were focused on efficiency, the A40 was tuned for performance and comfort. It was a grand tourer, designed for the open road, a statement that Toyota was serious about building more than just reliable family cars. With a redline of 6,200 RPM, it set the stage for a dynasty, a quiet promise of the power that was yet to come. Just 3 years later, in 1981, the A60 rolled into the spotlight. The design language shifted dramatically. The soft curves of the 70s gave way to the sharp, angular aesthetic of the 80s. Pop-up headlights, a hallmark of the era, gave it a futuristic and aggressive face. This wasn't just a cosmetic update. The A60 was more powerful, its engine refined, now pushing the redline to 6,400 RPM. It was faster, handled better, and its flare-wheel arches spoke of its enhanced capability. The Supra was no longer just a derivative of the Celica. It was forging its own identity, becoming a true sports car in its own right, and enthusiasts were starting to take notice. Then came 1986, a pivotal year. The Supra A70 officially broke away from the Celica nameplate, becoming its own standalone model. This was a monumental step, but the real revolution was under the hood. For the first time, the word turbo was officially part of the Supra's vocabulary. The introduction of the turbocharged 7M GTE engine transformed the car. From a respectable sports coupe into a genuine performance machine, the A70 was heavier, more luxurious, but the turbocharger gave it the brutal acceleration needed to compete with the world's best. With a redline now hitting 6,800 RPM, the turbocharged era had begun, and the Supra was no longer just a promise. It was a potent threat on the streets. The world wasn't ready for 1993. This was the year everything changed. The fourth generation, the Mark IV A80, arrived. Its design was a radical departure, smooth, flowing, and aerodynamic. It looked like it was sculpted by the wind itself, but the true masterpiece was its engine, the legendary TJ GTE, a twin-turbocharged inline-six. This engine was a marvel of engineering, overbuilt for reliability and capable of handling immense power. From the factory, it was a beast, but tuners quickly discovered its near-limitless potential. The Mark IV became an icon, a superstar in movies, video games, and on the racetrack. With a redline soaring to 7,200 RPM, it wasn't just a car, it was a phenomenon. The 2JZ cemented the Supra's place in automotive history, creating a legend that would echo for decades. After the A80 ceased production, a long silence followed for nearly 2 decades. The world waited, wondering if the legend would ever return. Then, in 2019, it happened. The fifth generation, the Mark V A90, was unveiled. It was a controversial comeback, a joint venture that shared its platform and powertrain with a German counterpart. The design was aggressive, modern, and polarizing. Some purists were skeptical, but there was no denying its performance. It was sharp, agile, and incredibly fast, powered by a modern turbocharged inline-six. Despite the debates, the Supra was back on the streets.